Hello, welcome to the Colourful Creativity podcast. My name is Kralalien and this is episode 172. You can probably hear I'm not alone. Mr. Binks is also here. You can find me online everywhere as Kralalien. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X, Ravelry, Patreon, Ko-Fi. I am Kralalien everywhere. And I have a web shop, colourfulcreativity.nl or colourfulcreativity.com. He's distracting me big time. He's sniffing all the acquisitions and everything. So. I do have a finished object. Let me show you first. It doesn't look as finished anymore, but hey ho. I told you all I went to Castlefest, or I was going to Castlefest. And I actually went, but my dress did not have pockets, so I needed a little bag with just enough room for basically my phone, and it also had lots of space left, so I also put in a small wallet. I didn't bring my usual wallet, I just brought a tiny wallet with some cash and a card, and that was it. Oh, and my ID, of course, because we always have to carry that. I crocheted this one in a good 3-4 days, and here you can see what I mean with it was finished, but now it isn't. I lost the button that I sewed on it. We found it again. This was the button. It is from my grand's stash. It looks like a lot, but it's just plastic. That's fine. It was just for Castlefest and probably for Castlefest years to come if I go again, because it was definitely fun enough to go again. This bag, I have to look up the deets because it's been a while, and I just googled crochet bag and found a YouTube video with a blog, but it was also listed on, let's see, did I put it in Ravelry? Yes, I did. It is the My Mini Bag by Naztazia. And I went down 2 or 3 needle sizes because I wanted it to be tight. This is basically half double crochet and a star stitch flap. The chain stitch neckband was way too flimsy for me, so what I did is I crocheted, what did I do? Probably single crochets on both sides. So I planned to do a lot of things. Oh, where is it? There. That's the back and that's the front, though that's not really an issue. It looks very nice, and it had too much stretch, so it was way too long, so I just put a knot in it. And it is fine. It was just a quick, simple thing I crocheted, and with my never-ending stash of cotton yarns, hey ho, this is Catania by Schachenmeier in a, what is it, moss green, army green, something green, that fit my outfit. It was absolutely fine. The whole outfit together looked great. I will show you photos. I didn't make that many, but the ones I did make I will show you at the end, including my full outfit. It was a lot of fun to make that. I only had like 5 days to do it all, so it was thrown together pretty quickly, but pretty well, I think, for the time I had. Then that was the only finished object, because I opened up a sock toe and it's not finished anymore. But the things I worked on, oh, I'm lying, I have another finished object. Hey, I hid it for myself. My sock spin is finished. Look at that. Crochet and spinning finished. Wow. This is the sock spin I was working on my buddy. I spun it really thin, hoping that a chain ply would give me fingering weight yarn. And I hope you can see it. I think this should be really close to fingering, if not fingering. And I am really happy with it. The fiber is by Dibadu. It is a Merino Nylon blend, so perfect for sock yarn. And I'm very, very happy with it. The plying took hours. I mean, really hours. I spent, I think, one evening and then the full day, because I wanted to get it finished before the Tour de Fleece, or the Tour de France Femme started. Yeah, I got it finished in time, but then I didn't start spinning for that part of the tour, just because I'm too busy with the mystery knit along I'm working on and too busy in general doing fun stuff. So plenty of non-fun stuff, I know, but also fun stuff. That wasn't the only spinning, because I took spinning with me to Castlefest, and while I was relaxing and having a break at the Spingodin stall, I started spinning on this. I was like, if I go to Spingodin, so spinning goddess, I might as well take something in theme with me to craft on when I'm there, instead of knitting on something that is not yarn by her. She was very kind, and her mother too, and it's always a pleasure to see them and catch up. And they let me sit behind their stall and just relax from doing the full Castlefest experience. I had a really great time there, and also her husband, super kind. And while I was there, he had a chance to take a break, so that was also good. I don't have much to say about this one, because I don't know where the Rolex from. I think I got it with the spindle, and the spindle I think is from a maker that is currently not making spindles, so I think I got it from Ravelry. That was all the spinning. Time for knitting. I was able to knit in the car, and I had two projects with me. I had socks with me for Robert in this Ellenwood craft bag, sorry, by the lovely Emma of Ellenwood Craft, and that I got from my lovely friend Angela. Sorry, I am all tangled up because I didn't put in a needle minder. Damn me. So that's one. And this is two. Here we are, two separate. I took with me this sock that was, I think I had the heel in, and I needed to do a lot of foot. I did, I think, a good 40 rounds in the car trip from Castlefest home. It was nice to be able to knit in the car, because I get car sick very easily. So my friend said, oh, go sit in the front. I'll be the chauffeur and drive a little bit better than I do when I'm alone. That was very nice. They also have a motorbike, so it can go pretty fast, and like to do speedy things and stuff. But it was perfect. I was able to knit, which was awesome. When at home, I then cast on the second sock, because we are going to the cinema, and seeing that this is just 10 rounds from the toe, I needed some new plain vanilla knitting. And I thought, well, since I have a needle empty, let me cast on this one quickly. and go through the ribbing, and then it's just mindless. Round and round I go for a few hours. During the movie, we plan to go see Deadpool and Wolverine in a soft sound screening at our cinema. So the light will be on, not fully, but enough so I can see the knitting, and the sound will be a bit lower. So I think it will be perfect for knitting, and if I don't want to see the gore and everything, I can just look at my knitting. The yarn I'm using for this is Fab Funky Fibres in Ocean Swirl. And I am knitting these on higher sharps, 2.5mm, my go-to. So that is sock project 1. And then there is sock project 2 that was already finished, but then not. So I put it in this big project bag with another project that I will show you in a sec. Let me get it out. This is the neon shorty sock I'm knitting for Robert. And here is the second one. You can see the toe. It has a tiny bit of purple. And this toe only had the tiny bit of purple in the last stitch of the graft of the toe. So it has the exact same length in rounds, but it is not the exact same length. So somehow the first sock was knitted a bit tighter in row gauge. So I am going back in. I have like the purple that I need right there for a little bit, and I'm going to add, what is it? Let's see. 2, probably 3 rounds. So I have to figure out if I'm just going to add an extra non-decrease round, probably, and an extra, then the extra round of decreases. Yeah, so they won't be exactly the same, but at least the length will be the same. So they are almost identical. So I guess that tiny bit on the toe just had to happen on this first sock. The yarn is Crealien Design, one of our club colorways from 2021. And the needles it is on now is Chaogu sock needle, 2.5mm, just because when I was finishing this one, the second one, I took that needle to cast on the second sock of that previous project. So this one used the Fish Lips Kiss heel because I like it a lot in self-striping yarn, because it does change here, but less than if you do a heel flap and gusset heel. So, sock project number 2 will be finished today because I finally dug up the yarn that I already put away. I kept forgetting to bring it downstairs with me. And then, of course, for the big project you've been waiting for, in this sweater bag by Tanny Cassie, this is my mystery knit along. So, spoiler ahead. I am warning you, if you are in this and you are not interested in seeing it because you want to figure out the mystery yourself, I can already say this is just clue 1. So probably you will have seen this, and I hope you are already at clue 3 where we should be, because I'm way behind. Here we go. Here it is. It is absolutely stunning. I love how it looks with that big cable in the middle and the side cables and everything. And I'm very, very happy with it. Also very happy with my color. I am not sure. It is more vibrant in person. And if I show it here, it is less pink in person. So it's a horrible color to catch on screen. So far I have been knitting from the first ball of yarn, but I am going to add the second to keep alternating skeins in the second clue. I am about to start that one. This morning clue 3 already came. I thought it was just 1 clue a week, but no, it's 2 clues a week, so I feel very behind. Clue 2 is a big one, clue 3 is a bit smaller one, and I think in 2 days time the next one is already coming, and then 2 days after again, and a day after again. But then we should have until beginning of September no clues, so I hope I can catch up, but that's probably because we have to knit the body. Yeah, the body will be a lot more work because I want to add some length, though probably less than I was first expecting. What more can I tell you about this? This is the Neon Knots Mystery Knit Along, a sweater mystery knit along by Johanna. I am knitting it on 3.5mm needles as suggested. Higher sharps. What else? I can't show you anything of the pattern because there's no photos in it, and just charts and lots of text. Clue 3 was 35 pages because every size has been written out and has been charted. So you only pick your size, and I print it off because I need to mark everything that I did and color in all the different cables. I even needed to get my coloring pencils out because I didn't have enough with 6 markers in different colors. Yeah, it was like, okay, yeah, I can do this, I know, but it's nice to have it all in different colors. I especially like this cable as well. It's like a tiny knot and then a lot of space and another one, but this one's also amazing. Big Celtic knot. I am not huge on XOXO cables, and I did see in the second clue for my size there's another XOXO cable added. I'm going to change that one to just I think it's called a staghorn cable, like just the going out instead of going out, going in, going in, going out, going out. That probably makes no sense if you never knitted cables, but yeah, going out, going in, going in, going out. That's what's happening here. You do twice the same cable, and then you do twice the other cable. But if you keep doing the same, it will just all go like this. The pattern Sode by Hiroko Payne, and that just was re-released. It was released from in a Lana magazine. Let me show you what I mean. That is what I mean with all they go on the same way on the sleeve, and this is absolutely my dream cardigan. And after this I might actually dive into this one now that it has been re-released. I have been a fan. I have bought it in the Lana magazine, and yeah, I've been meaning to knit it for as long as I had that magazine, and it came out. A friend of mine test knitted the pattern and I saw it and I was in love. I just have to dye myself the yarn, but that will be fine too. I might do that soon, hopefully next week even. But yeah, this one is a lot of fun. I just wish I wasn't so behind. Then again, it goes like it goes, and I always have to do the bigger size, so it just takes more time. Then we are at acquisitions, and I'm looking at my little table next to me, and it's looking good. I have been very, very good at the Spingodin stall. I I planned to buy yarn. I had already looked up yarns and things and made myself a nice list and everything. So I fell in love with these 4 especially. This is Nacht, also known as night, which will be a dark color, combined with Sering, which is lilac, I think. So here they go together, and with that I want to make the blossom pattern by Lena Troost, the designer who visited me a while ago. What's the name of that pattern? I put them in my queue, so they are very, very close. Hanami socks is what it's called, and I want to knit it in this. Let me show you a photo. What is the best photo? That is the best photo, I think. Here you go. You can see basically sakura flowers, so cherry blossom. And I thought this would be the perfect combo. And yes, this would also be a perfect combo, I know. But I also think this will be very nice for brioche, and I want to knit a hat for one of the friends I went to Castlefest with. So that was those 4, and then I was like, yeah, but I also really love bijeneter. Bee eater? I'm not sure what bird, if it really translates literally. But isn't it glorious, all those colors, that bit of rusty and brown, purplish, bit of eggplant, and that beautiful teal in there. I am just in love with this one. And this will be socks for Robert, because of course he needs some socks. So this was my Castlefest haul, and yeah, I could have easily taken twice as much, because Spingodin has so many amazing colors, and definitely go check out her website, because she now has a web shop online. Boop, boop. Then, like I was saying, we are doing lots of fun stuff when it's not too hot. We had freaking 40 degrees real feel temperature this week, earlier. It was like 35 Celsius with a real feel of 40 because of the humidity. It was like, oh my God. But we survived. Yay for our air conditioning. I am so grateful for that. Because otherwise we would have just not kept our sanity. But the fun stuff we did was that we went to Aiden of Undercover Otter at their studio, because it's been 5 years since they are in that studio, and I've been meaning to go since the start. And of course they had to settle in, and then COVID came, and then all the shitty stuff here happened, and then it meant if I wanted to go there, I'd have to drive, or I have to go by train. By train it takes more than 3 hours, or at least by public transport, door to door. And yeah, that was just a bit much, and I didn't want to go away from Robert that long, etc, etc. But this week I was like, okay, let's go. We can do this. I can do this. I will just drive us there. After seeing the road to Castlefest, and it was part of the ring around, it's like a highway ring around Amsterdam. I was like, okay, I can do this. Sitting next to a driver, seeing everything, this isn't too bad. This is just like all the other places we go. It's Amsterdam, yes, but it's vacation time. It's not too busy. I can do this. And I did it. So I conquered one of my biggest fears in driving to Amsterdam. And we visited Aiden of Undercover Otter, and also Jack. And yeah, it was fun. We had a great time. And I didn't come home empty-handed, because Aiden released this the evening I was there. It is some flare, and these are Pride pals. So you get the kitty cat top and bottom, and then you figure out what kind of colors you want, or if you just want your pronouns. So I went with both because I could. And then I also added that cute little heart, the knitted heart, because it's just too freaking cute. And I had to have it. Now all I need is a good jeans jacket so I can pin it on it. Because I don't think it will work on floppy knitwear. This was not all that I came home with. Ta-da! There was also yarn. These are 2 skeins of the newest Crealien collection, and these are called Fags in the Attic, and of course I had to have them because of the name, because they go so well with my nerd in the attic. And it might even be a perfect thing for a brioche project. I have to figure it out because bigger brioche projects with 1600 meters, that might even be a sweater. So I have to see. I have 2 of these, and I would add 2 nerd in the attic then. That would be 1600 meters, because this is the squirm base, or my soft sock base, the same. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. Yeah. I have to figure out what to make with it, but I did know I had to have them. And with this yarn, they also collected money for a charity. And yeah, I just had to. I couldn't leave them behind. I also bought 2 from Ross, because the Crealien collection is a collaboration from from Undercover Otter and the We Yarn Company. And yeah, those still have to be dyed, or probably are dyed, but are still waiting to be labeled and packaged up. We know how it goes. You have to dye the full collection and then ship it all in one go, and not go, I dye something, oh, maybe there are orders that can be shipped already. No, you don't do that. I was just lucky to be there and be able to pick them up. So yeah, shop news. I don't have any shop news. The shop is open. Everything that is there is available. What do I have? Oh, I did just add Quirky Rainbow on Smooth Sock in a very big quantity. So there are multiple sweater quantities available at the moment. If you remember, and you're a long time watcher, I knitted myself a cardigan in that colorway. If I can find it, I will pop in a photo here. Yeah, so that is now available in the shop. And for the rest, I am dyeing a very big wholesale order. So I'm working very hard, but you don't see anything of it. Yeah, so that's on Shopfront. Then I guess we're going for personal talk. Probably you still want to stick around and know what this is, because I am wearing something hand knit on the podcast, which is a rare thing happening. This is my first outline tee I knitted 2022, 2021, somewhere a long time ago. This is knit in Tin Lin by Sandnes, and it's lovely. I have not, let me get some water, sorry. I have not worn this much. Basically, this is the second time in a week that I'm wearing it, because I hardly ever wear hand knits. This is very cropped, I mean, yeah. But I got myself some new pants and shorts, and they are very high-waisted and a bit wider, because they are summery cotton fabric, and I thought, let's try it on that, and it looks awesome. I do not have a naked belly, because I don't like that. Yeah, so I am wearing my cropped outline tee now. Whoop whoop. It's very nice. It's very light and airy. It is a linen, viscose and cotton blend, and that makes it really nice with hot weather. So it's nice and loose, and yeah, I'm very happy with it. And now I think maybe that second outline tee could have been a lot shorter. I could have done that, but I have to find the right fit to wear it with still. And if you wait a while, apparently it will come. Other personal stuff is also on the light side. It's all fun stuff. Castlefest. It was amazing. Lots of gorgeous costumes. It was not super hot, but it was still quite warm. I think it was 26 degrees, and on some places there was no shade and just sun. So then it was like way too hot. My costume was a grey dress that I got, I think, about 25 years ago from my mom, from my dad, sorry. It was a cute little store that also sold incense, so it was quite smelly inside, but I can still remember that smell. The store is closed a long time since, and the fun thing was that when I showed the dress to my friend, she said, "Oh, did you get it at that store?" Yes, I did. She also knew the store. We're about the same age, so yeah, it's very nice. And she also helped me out with my costume. She said, "Oh, you can decorate with leaves from those fake plastic plants and stuff." So I got myself a big sun hat, which was perfect because that meant that everything was covered and I didn't even get any sunburn. I also put on sunscreen, of course, but I didn't get any sunburn anywhere. So very happy with that. And yeah, I just really like my outfit. I just felt like, okay, I belong here. It wasn't like, usually I would put on a floral dress and rainbow, loud, proud something. But that really didn't fit in there somehow. I could have definitely gone colorful and wore a floral dress. I just felt more safe in this somehow, even though I'm not a fan of the gray. But it was also very comfortable. It was a bit wider, so I had room for a bit of air going through because it was warm. I could move in it, I could sit in it on the ground. It didn't matter at all. We walked through the whole thing. We missed probably still half of it, but that was fine. I think we arrived around 12, 12:15, and the line to get in was already half an hour. But then we were inside a good 1:45, and we walked around, and I think around 3:15, I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to pause now. I did have to go to pee first, and then you see all the nice stalls and you go have a wander still. And then I went back to Spingodin and I sat there for a good hour while my friends were having a second browse around the whole terrain. And yeah, then they were like, my feet hurt, we want to go home. And I am okay with that. So it was 4:45 or something, and we drove away around 5 p.m. So yeah, we were home earlier than expected, but that was okay. The next day was no fun. I was pretty exhausted. I took 2 naps just because I was so tired, but it was better than expected. How I was feeling, my body was coping better. That took 2 days and then it was worse, but okay, it happens. It was so much fun that I definitely would like to go again. I've already started my second outfit, and this one is more colorful and also it's very comfy. It's just like a nice long skirt like, is it called a gypsy skirt? I'm not sure, but something like that with a tank top, maybe a cardigan or something, or I can layer something like this over it if I knit it in a bright orange or something, or a teal, then it will fit there also. So yeah, that was Castlefest. Then what happened? What else did we do? We did a lot. Castlefest. Oh, I gave some knitting lessons to one of the friends I went to Castlefest with. That was fun as well. And yeah, and then we went to Aden. So I will show you the few photos I made from the studio. It's mostly the gorgeous yarn wall and us laughing very hard. But that was it, because we were so busy catching up. I think we haven't seen each other in more than 5 years properly. Just texted, or just at a yarn show where it's, hi, how are you, how's it going, and not as much time to catch up because the yarn shows we went to were very busy, like the Breidagen. There was so much going on. There just wasn't time for a proper catch up. So yeah, so I guess that was it. I hope you are doing fun stuff as well. Next fun stuff is the cinema, like I said, and we also have another games day planned with our friends, and then it's already the end of August, and then it is time for the next scan round for Robert. So we're ignoring that. We're sticking with, we are in the now, and the now is okay. We hope to do some more barbecuing. Robert is building a table for our new barbecue. We have a tiny Kamado barbecue, like those ceramic ones that you can open and close and do slow barbecuing, slow roasting stuff with. He is using a Bekfam table from IKEA. He made a nice round hole in it so we can put the barbecue in it, so it's higher up, and it has wheels instead of that he has to lift it up from the stone table and put it down again under the awning, which is pretty heavy with those tiny Kamados. I think that thing weighs about 20 kilos, so no fun to just lift up a lot of times. So that's what we're working with, and yeah, I hope you all are doing well. I hope you are doing fun things too, even though it can be freaking hot. Do you like those hot temperatures, or are you like me? Give me a bit colder, like 25 tops. I prefer it around 23-ish or something, and I also like my bedroom cool, so 15 at night or less. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking at my cart, but I don't see anything else I can show you. So I guess with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.